What if there was a force so powerful that it could turn small amounts of money into significant wealth over time? A force that could make your money work for you, create more money, and eventually grow beyond what you originally imagined? This force is called compound interest. Many investors, including Warren Buffett, describe compound interest as one of the greatest secrets of wealth creation. Some even call it financial magic. But there is another side to this story. The same force that can build wealth can also destroy it. The same system that can help you become financially free can trap you in a cycle of debt. So, is compound interest really magic, or is it a form of financial tyranny? Today, we're going to explore the true power of compound interest, how it works, why time is its greatest weapon, and how you can use it to build a stronger financial future. Compound interest is the process where your money earns returns, and those returns begin generating returns of their own. Unlike simple interest, where you only earn money on your original investment, compound interest allows your earnings to become part of the investment itself. Imagine you invest $1,000. In the beginning, the growth may seem small. Your first year's returns might not look impressive, but those earnings are added back to your balance. The next year, you're no longer earning returns on just your original $1,000. You're earning on the $1,000 plus everything it has already produced. Over time, your money begins to grow on top of previous growth. This is why compound interest is often compared to a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, the snowball is small and moves slowly. But as it continues rolling, it collects more snow, becomes larger, and gains momentum. Money behaves in a similar way. The secret behind compound interest is not just the amount of money you start with. The biggest factor is time. Many people believe that wealth building is only about having a large income or a huge amount of money to invest. But compound interest teaches a different lesson. Time can sometimes be more valuable than money. A small investment made early can become more powerful than a much larger investment made later because it has more years to grow. Consider two people. One person starts investing early with a small amount every month. Another waits many years and invests a larger amount later. Even though the second person contributes more money, the first person may still build greater wealth because their money had more time to compound. The early years can feel disappointing. The account balance may barely seem to move. It can feel like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, something important is happening. The foundation is being built. Compounding is slow in the beginning, but powerful in the later years. Eventually, the growth curve starts changing. The money your money created begins creating even more money. That is why patience is one of the most important qualities in investing. The reason compound interest feels like magic is because human beings naturally think in a straight line. We expect growth to happen evenly and predictably. But compound growth does not move in a straight line. It accelerates. A tree does not become massive overnight. It starts as a tiny seed. For years, the visible progress may seem small. Then one day, that seed has become a strong tree. Wealth works the same way. A financial portfolio may appear ordinary for many years. Then suddenly the impact of compounding becomes obvious. One popular way to understand compound growth is through the rule of 72. This rule gives a simple estimate of how long it takes an investment to double. You divide 72 by your expected annual return. For example, if an investment grows at 8% per year, it may double in roughly 9 years. This shows why even moderate returns can become powerful when given enough time. But here is where the story changes. Compound interest is not automatically good. It depends on which side of the equation you're standing on. When you invest, compound interest can become your greatest ally. When you borrow, it can become your greatest enemy. Debt is where the dark side of compounding appears. Credit cards, loans, and unpaid balances can grow because interest gets added to what you already owe. Then future interest is calculated on a larger amount. A small debt can become a much bigger problem when it is allowed to compound over time. This is why compound interest has two faces. For investors, it can create financial freedom. For borrowers, it can create financial pressure. The same mathematical force that builds wealth can also increase obligations. This is why understanding compound interest is not just about making money. It is about protecting yourself from losing money. Successful long-term investors understand one important principle. Do not interrupt the compounding process. They reinvest their earnings. They stay consistent. They avoid making emotional decisions based on short-term market movements. Every contribution they make becomes another opportunity for growth. They understand that building wealth is rarely about finding a secret investment or becoming rich overnight. It is about creating habits that allow time and mathematics to work together. However, many people destroy the power of compounding without realizing it. One common mistake is waiting too long to start. People often believe they need more money before they begin investing. But starting with a small amount today can be more powerful than waiting years for the perfect opportunity. Another mistake is stopping too early. Many people invest when markets are rising, but they quit when things become uncertain. However, compounding requires consistency. The third mistake is ignoring costs. Small fees and unnecessary losses may seem insignificant, but over decades, they can reduce the amount of money available to compound. Compound interest rewards discipline. It rewards patience. It rewards people who understand that wealth is usually created slowly, then accelerated by time. So, is compound interest magic or tyranny? The answer depends on how you use it. Compound interest is not magic. It is mathematics. But mathematics combined with time can create extraordinary results. Used wisely, it can transform small savings into meaningful wealth. Used carelessly, it can turn small debts into serious financial burdens. The question is not whether compound interest is powerful. It is. The real question is, will you use compound interest to build your future, or will you allow it to work against you? Because your money is always working. The only question is, who is it working for? If you found this video useful, subscribe for more videos on investing, money psychology, and financial freedom.